G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we will be looking at the War for Cybertron Deluxe Class Skytreads, or as I used to know him, Flywheels. So, being a duocon, he has two vehicle forms. We have the tank and we have the plane, and we will look a little bit closer in due time. So we'll just put the plane offside for the moment, and we'll have a quick look at the tank. And yeah, it's a passable tank. It's no warpath. It has its issues. The main one being these tabs do not want to tab in. If you look from the back, they're literally just sort of sitting there. So when they fold in, they're supposed to tab all the way in, but they just sit there. So not too bad, like I said, not too bad a little tank. It is was I don't mind the silver on the treads. I've never liked this damage stuff. I've never been a fan, never. So as for articulation, can roll. There are rolly wheels underneath. The treads are not real, of course, and of course, being one of the War for Cybertron figures, you do have various ports here. There's one under the guns too. So if you want, you can take the guns and you can plug it into the side if you really want. Put that back in there. And of course, the turret turned a little bit, but more than likely it is just going to untab itself. So we'll just push that back in. All right, first size comparison. Of course, we have to size compare with Windblade. And there he is with Windblade. She is longer than he is, slightly taller, and due to her wingspan, she is wider, but that's not the only comparison. And here we have Titan's Return Titan Masters tank mode as well. And of course, he was the first to be given the name of Skytread. And of course, here is the Titan Master. And you just plug that in there, and voila, we will get down to his transformation when we might as well do it now. I figured, let's throw them all together. So we'll just quickly put the legs off together. So I might just call this like a review of treads. So we'll just pull him out for the moment, and all we're going to do is flip it over, flip these out, flip these out, flip this over, and guns stay where they are. And there we go. We have Skytread's vehicle mode, which he can just very awkwardly, funnily enough, I'm trying to remember, head first and bend the legs a little bit. And that's supposed to stay in there, but it doesn't. And that's a really weird way for the Titan Master to basically be positioned. So let's get in with the proper comparison. Here is Skytread. It's, plain half. So there we are compared. And of course, final comparison before we quickly look at him as well. There is his top half with Windblade. Obviously, she is still wider. She is still a bit longer. And yeah, I'd say there's like a hair difference between height, but only because of that blade. Okay, so let's have a look here. We have nice blue on the cockpit there, nice bit of silver accents and whatnot. And I just realized I forgot a size comparison, but we'll get back to that. And I think that's popped off the joint, or I'm imagining things. No, I think I'm imagining things. So, but yeah, he does have a bit of kibble underneath. Those arms aren't going anywhere. You probably have to screw them off if you wanted a flat vehicle mode, but it is what it is. He does have the very ports here, and here, which is funny because there's another port under here, which would make sense if you could turn the hands the other way, but the way they tab in, you can't use them, which is really, really bizarre. I don't know why that keeps agitating me. Anyway, I won't pause for this one because here we go. The original top half for Skywheels or Skytread. Yes, this is my original G1. Thank you, truck, if you could hear that. So here's my original one. Unfortunately, sad story. I left my Skytreads out in the grass one afternoon, and unfortunately his bottom half got ran over by a lawnmower. So yeah, there we go. So put that off the side. So we will bring back in his legs, and let's get down to transformation. So we will remove his guns, and we'll start on the legs and work our way up. And we'll just put him out of the view so it doesn't mess with my focus, which will probably do it anyway. So you're going to untab these, if they're tabbed in at all. Flip this back so this tabs into here. Excuse my dirty fingers. You're going to split them apart. You're going to then flip down the feet. And then you're going to flip this inside. And we have the legs all done. So we'll push that into the side, bring the upper body back. So you're going to untab the hands, which can also tab together. Here sort of sits in here, and here sits in here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to flip this out, flip this out. You're going to flip up this piece. You're going to flip in these pieces until they're just nice in place. Yeah, we can do a head reveal last. So you're going to take this and you're going to insert the bottom until that goes all the way in. Thank you, more trucks. I really should have done this later. Come on, in there. There we go. So there we are, and we'll just move the camera up a little bit. We want to rotate the arms till you have both ports on the outside, and just flip out the hands, fold that down, do the same thing on the other side, flip that down, and then of course we can take the top, flip that down, flip down again, and more or less this tab will go into this hole if you can see it, and tab into place. And now we have Skytreads all transformed, and I admit because of the size of height of him and my camera setup, he is a little bit awkward. So there we go, and I won't lie, he is a rather nice figure. I was really looking forward to this guy when he came out, although I will say I'm really disappointed in myself now because I didn't get Battle Trap. For whatever reason, I decided not to get him, and now I have a Duocon that doesn't have his Duocon partner. So I found his top half in like 4 different places. I cannot find his bottom half anywhere. So I do not see the point of buying the top half if I will never get the bottom half. However, unlike Battle Trap, that has 2 figures that form into one, with Skytreads, he's literally just 2 vehicles. And that's it. He's the old gimmick, not the new gimmick. And of course, you can take his guns, and you can plug them into here and here, here and here, one on his back if you want. And if you've got other boosters and stuff, you can plug them into there. So it is up to you. And also, you can take his gun, plug them together, give him an even longer gun. So let's get down to articulation. His head can do a full 360. It can look up a little bit, look down a little bit. His arms can... Oh, I got a stress mark there. I didn't even notice. I think I got 2 of them. I think that's from the transformation. Thank God I didn't do this very much. You can fold the wing back for a full 360. His arm will go up that far. He does have bicep rotation. He has a single jointed elbow, which gets you that far. His wrists do not rotate due to the transformation, but they can go in if you want, and it's a slight ratchet even though it's not a real one. He has no waist swivel due to the way the plane sits and the front, so that's slightly disappointing. Feet can go up that far. Legs can go back that far if you get past that point, and legs can go up that far. He has single jointed knee, which gets you just that far. He has a decent ankle pivot, probably due to transformation, get his foot all the way down. Got a giant heel spur. It can go up probably the slightest bit, but not much. So there we go. So let's get down to the final comparisons. Here he is with his Titan's Return incarnation, which doesn't have a lot of paint on it or anything. Just move you out of the way so I can actually focus. However, the head actually is nice. I kind of wish the gimmick was usable, because honestly I reckon those heads look pretty good together if I can get my finger out of the way. Not as dark as it should be, but not too bad. Here he is with the remnants of G1 Skytreads, Flywheels. Obviously the gimmick with this being that you can press the button on his back and it flicks down. Now the original idea was you would put the tank part on it and it would hit a mechanism which would automatically react to it. So there we go. And of course, due to him being season 3 technically, maybe it's even season 4 now that I think about it. Here we have him next to Cybertron, and of course he is super tiny compared to a Masterpiece figure. So thank you for watching. If you liked this video, give me a like. If you didn't like this video, give me a dislike. I promise you it will not hurt my feelings. Maybe even leave me a comment if you aren't subscribed, which I think I have 3 subscribers at this point. You know, go right ahead and do that. If you really want to keep up to what I'm posting. Apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.